Hello again, this is Greta from Attention Insight, and in this video we will compare two websites of a different layout. The websites are of two creative advertising agencies. The first one is a homepage of new creative advertising agency website. The top part of the page looks relatively minimal and simple to navigate. Going down the page though, it gets a little more complex. Using Attention Insight extension, let's scan full screen of the page and generate heat maps. The analysis results state that the clarity score of the page is 74%, which is considered as optimal clarity and is above 60% of top Alexa sites ranked websites. Looking at the heat maps generated, the warmest colors appear on the agency slogan, which is placed in the top middle of the page to give off the portrait of a lady with a bright makeup on. Both the slogan and the picture talks about the same thing, innovation and uniqueness. As it's the first object a viewer would notice first, it excites the curiosity to look further of the one that is looking. Scrolling down the page, we see that another object with the heat map is the statement below the photograph with the slogan, although of colors of a lower intensity. While still looking at the top half of the page, we see that the latter two objects are the only ones that are affected by intense color heat maps, as neither the menu bar nor the agency logo in the top left corner fall into this list. Below the statement is the list of their recent work in the picture grid with the title above each image. While it is useful and informative to have both the titles and the images on the page, the heat maps on the page suggest that the objects the viewers see first are, in most cases, the titles, not the images themselves, which together with the slightly uneven grid makes it hard to pay attention to any of the work, as the homepage looks slightly overcrowded and the pictures do not get enough viewers' attention at the first glance. Let's look at the other website. It is a website by True Creative Advertising Agency. From the first glance, the layout of the homepage looks quite minimal and clear and more picture focused than the homepage of the previous website. Let's analyze the page by scanning full screen. Analysis results show that the clarity score of the page is 76%. Now let's look at the areas a viewer would notice first, according to the heat maps. First object the heat map recognizes is the statement just under the name of the agency. Then, looking at the images below in the page, in the picture grid, we see that objects a viewer would notice first, in most cases, are human faces. Then oftentimes is the title of the project under an image or a name of a product or a headliner in an image. The most intense warm color heat maps being generated on human faces in the pictures makes it easier to focus on the areas that need the most viewers' attention in order to separate each project. What is more, the more even picture grid makes the page look more neat. All in all, both of the websites are different. Considering the clarity score and the heat map placement, we see that the Truth Agency website homepage is less complex to look at and that layout of the website works better than the one of the new advertising agency. It is clearer, the images take more space and the text less, and the images are more looked at first glance, which is an important feature for a visual agency. Even though homepages of both of the websites get similar clarity score, which means that both the Truth Agency and the new agency websites are of high standard, the latter one lacks clarity and the pictures in the website's homepage are not the objects a viewer would notice first. Thank you for watching and see you in my next videos.